Imagine stepping into a brand new colonial town, complete with cobblestone, white stucco walls, and red tiled roof. Yet, nothing here is older than 20 years. The Ciudad Cayalá, on the outskirts of Guatemala City. Conceived in 2003 by Estudio Urbano, Cayalá was intentionally built as a new traditional town, a compact, walkable extension of the city that blends home, shops, offices, and parks into a single humane, hospitable community. Its name even means paradise in the local Mayan language. The goal was to create a model city, mixed-use street where people live and work within a 15-minute walk of everything. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe for more urban growth episodes exploring intersection of design and culture. Now let's continue. Cayala's story began in 2003 when local planners and developers teamed up to pitch a bold vision. They wanted a new urbanist neighborhood, essentially a small city, built from scratch on open land just outside Guatemala City. Instead of highways and malls, they drew up narrow streets, plaza, and park in a traditional neoclassical style with subtle Mayan motifs as a nod to the country's heritage. The first quarter of this project was designed as a living prototype for future growth, a test-bed ideal city that could extend if it succeeds. In theory, this model for future growth would foster strong community ties, create jobs, and showcase a sustainable, workable way of life that the planners describe as radically different from disconnected suburban sprawl. Walking through Cayalá today feels like touring a perfectly preserved Spanish colonial town. The developer used classical architecture with local flavor, stone-paved streets, white stucco facade ornamented with carved tile and ironwork, and iconic red tile roofs. The central plaza is surrounded by boutiques and cafes. Everywhere you turn, green trees and garden breaks up the facade of homes and shops. The mixed-use layout is Cayala's core. Resident blocks sit just steps away from retail shops, restaurants, and offices, all intentionally kept to human scale. By the late 2010s, Cayalá was largely completed and open to the public. It has indeed drawn thousands of residents, employees, and tourists. Property values in the region have jumped. The site now regularly hosts cultural events, patriotic parades, and holiday festivals, reinforcing its goal of being a community hub. Many visitors remark on its cleanliness, order, and safety compared to the rest of Guatemala City. Yet, Cayala's sources have been mixed. The biggest criticism is exclusivity. Despite marketing as open to all citizens, the reality is that Cayala's functions largely as an upscale enclave. Its shops and restaurants are high-end, from luxury cars showroom to designer boutique. On the positive side, Cayalá has shown that careful planning can produce a safe, workable environment in a region that often struggles with traffic and sprawl. It revised traditional streetscapes and green courtyard in a modern context and avoids all the extreme congestion or crime found elsewhere. So what does Guatemala experience mean for Africa? Many African cities face their own challenges of rapid growth, limited planning, and imported design trends. Lagos megacities most talk about new development, the Eko Atlantic, a brand new private city being carved out of the Atlantic Ocean. Visually, Eko Atlantic is nearly the opposite of Cayalá. Its master plan and rendering promise a gleaming skyline of skyscrapers, luxury towers, and wide boulevards. The architecture is unmistakably modern and international, steel and glass tower with few local motifs. In the past decade, many African cities have pursued this flashy aesthetic. However, this imported design often clash with local needs and culture. Urban planner notes that African life trends to unfold outdoors in open-air markets, street side shops, and community courtyards, whereas the new development favors enclosed malls and private complexes. In other words, many African urban developments today embody the very disconnect that Cayala's planner tried to avoid. They often prioritize shiny, speculative projects over incremental, people-centered design. Ciudad Cayalá isn't just a perfect template, but it does highlight what can be gained by planning for people and place. African urbanists can draw several lessons. Build neighborhoods where housing, commerce, and office coexist in a compact grid. Draw on local plans rather than only mimicking foreign skyscrapers. Prioritize public spaces and greenery. Many new RIs development here offers little in way of parks or walkable plazas. We should learn to design for inclusivity, not just investment. Cayala's misstep was pricing most locals out of its paradise. African planners should learn from this. True model city must consider affordable housing and public access. Ultimately, Cayalá offers a reminder: cities are more than buildings and finance. They are living places for people. If Africa's fast-growing cities can plan with that in mind, they will stand out not just from the height and gleam, but for beauty, community, and sustainability. As one study of African architecture concludes, true progress happens when space resonates deeply with people they serve. In other words, we should build not just to haul investors, but to reflect local heritage and allow urban life to unfold naturally. Ciudad Cayalá may look like fairy tale paradise, but it reminds us that the best cities mix aspiration and authenticity. In Guatemala, it sparks debate. In Africa, it challenges us to ask, what kind of cities do we really want to live in? Like this episode, subscribe to my channel, and click on that notification bell to explore more stories of cities, culture, and design as we upload them.